Hey guys, welcome back. We're doing some videos here from the Saturday before Worlds, about a month ago now. I'm just going into some of my archives here, grabbing some videos that I haven't got time to produce for you guys. So we have on the left John Neal playing Rich on the right. We're at Hobby Kingdom in Burlington, Ontario. So you may have seen I posted a video for this series earlier on the same day. So I do have a couple more videos from this day to get posted, so I'll try to get those up as soon as possible. And I just want to say thanks everyone for helping me get to 1,000 likes. If you, or sorry, 1,000 subscribers. Sorry, my bad. 1,000 subscribers, so we've passed that. We ran a contest. You can go back and see that video and enter the contest still until December 9th at midnight. But we did unlock a 12-hour live stream, which will be happening on this YouTube channel on December 12th from 12 noon Eastern Standard Time until midnight. And we will have some guests dropping by, and we will be announcing the winners of the prizes on that day. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and comment on that video. The 1,000 subscriber contest announcement video if you're interested in those prizes before December 9th at midnight Eastern Standard Time, and then I'll tally up those people and check that they're subscribers, and then we'll give out those prizes. So John Neal on the left here is playing House Greyjoy, Banner of the Lion. He's got a Moneylender, Gold Cloaks, and a Sea Tower in play to start, and he's going with a Noble Cause for his first plot. And Rich on the right from the Hobby Kingdom. Thanks Rich for letting us play there and also playing with us. Great support from that store, and he drops Heads on Spikes. He's got a Dragonstone Faithful, Fiery Followers, and it looks like a Chamber of the Painted Table there in the far corner for his setup. So Heads on Spikes pull. We have Euron Crow's Eye hitting the discard pile and then being moved to the dead pile due to Heads on Spikes, and Rich starts the game with 2 power before we even get going here. Euron Crow's Eye, quite the big hit, but I mean Greyjoy can take it the most, I guess, because Damp Hair can come along when dominance and pull Ironborns back into play. So there is that possibility. So don't count Euron out yet. It's not as big as hitting Robert Baratheon, that's for sure.
I get 6.
Yeah, 6. You got a money lender. Yep.
Alright, so Rich has chosen John to go first. He's going to marshal here, collecting 6 gold. And it looks like he is dropping in Balon Greyjoy. Oh, and I just want to say I finally caught it. A little late here, but 2 limited cards on John's startup. John is a new player coming over from Conquest. You guys may have seen him in a bunch of my Conquest LCG videos in the past, earlier this year. We have now suckered him into playing Game of Thrones. I would say primarily now, showing up every week and playing, and he now owns his own cards. So welcome to the dark side, John, and glad to have you. But he is learning, so he is asking some questions during this game that new players do ask. He is a little more experienced now, being a month or so later since starting to play, but in this game, yeah, he was asking some questions. So he did play 2 limiteds. Sorry about that, guys. I know you guys always catch it in the YouTube comments right away, within about 2 minutes after posting the video. I'm so sorry. I mean, I've done it. Everyone does it. Those stupid money lenders being limited. People always look for locations. They don't usually catch characters. Okay, end rant. Alright. So we got Balon out, and we got Great Kraken. That combo is insane. John has an amazing start, and then Milk of the Poppy happens. So, Balon still gets a stealth from the Great Kraken, but he loses his ability to basically reduce the strength to 0 of opponents participating in challenges where he's attacking who have a less strength. And Rich gets a Shireen Baratheon in play, who, when she dies, you can kneel an opponent's character. And Rich sits on 1 gold. Looks like John has no gold left. So let's see what John does for challenges here. Looks like Military of 3 with the gold cloaks. And we got a Scene in Flames in the action window before declaring defenders. He does have a lower character in play, which allows him to play Scene in Flames, but no Melisandre there to get the Neil effect off also, but Asha is going to the discard pile. I guess it's good. Good play on his part to check, make sure there's no effects in there that you're worried about happening, I guess, for winning unopposed challenges. Be great to know before you declare defenders, especially if you might have a We Do Not Sow, which could remove the Milk of the Poppy off of Balon.
two. And I chose you. Okay.
Doesn't look like he made that decision any easier, though. Now seeing John's hand.
Unopposed.
And Rich decides to declare no defenders. So now we're going to trigger the Great Kraken for a card.
Or gain one? Yeah. Yeah, you got to draw a card. So, unopposed bonus.
Yep, so we got power for unopposed.
Hey, Neil.
Worried about Balon right now. He does still go stealth. Because of his ship. Because of his Kraken.
Just slip right by it. You won't even see it coming. It's like a submarine.
I lied. I will kill Shireen, Neil Balon.
So Shireen dies for claim and does her ability to kneel Balon Greyjoy. So we don't have to worry about his stealth right now. It looks like an intrigue of 2 by John. Going real aggressive here, first turn.
Let that go. Is that limited to twice per turn? Twice?
And we got Rich just checking about unopposed here. And John hammering the table while the camera's sitting on it. Another new player mistake, obviously. Or is he doing it just to annoy me? I'm not sure. But I know I tell these guys not to bang the damn table. But John just likes to break rules.
I will defend.
Another Milk of the Poppy hiding in Rich's hand.
Okay.
He chose to block the unopposed with the Fiery Followers so that Great Kraken would not be triggered.
How are you saying? How many cards are you in? A lot. You still win dominance.
That's why it doesn't matter if I do it.
Oh, because you steal. Oh,
I steal it off your house.
I thought you just got one.
No.
So Rich just chooses to win dominance and steal the power using Painted Table instead of going for the power challenge.
Plots.
Seems like the safer play, I guess. But he could have gotten unopposed off that, so I'm not sure if that was a smart play. And he should have got one for dominance. Not sure what I missed there, but yeah, I believe Rich should have had one for dominance and then stole one.
That's fine. That's my discard.
So she's a discarder, right?
She is discard.
So either way, we're 3 versus 0.
Something good to eat.
And we got a confiscation played by John and a noble cause played by Rich. So are we going to see Melisandre or Robert Baratheon or Stannis coming out here? Or any other lord or lady, I guess. Could see Eddard Stark even. Who knows? Who knows what is in this deck? Let's find out.
Reduce the cost by 2.
So Asha, another copy
What's going on?
drawn by John there. So he will get her in play.
Not enough of her.
And that confiscation taking care of that Milk of the Poppy on Balon. So he is free to move. And another Milk of the Poppy hit the discard pile of Rich. So will he see his third to slow John's Asha and or Balon down?
4. Okay, so now here's the interesting one.
Looks like we got a Widow's Will there in John's hand we just saw. And it looks like he did sit on 2 gold, so we have some ambush possibilities.
Still city, bitches. Still city.
Both have stealth.
I guess I also have to do one of those things. Sure do.
I don't like that claim.
Get her done.
2 less.
Okay. You said me first.
2 less.
I like Greyjoy a lot. I should buy this game.
Wait,
Absolutely.
5. You gonna spend 5?
I do. One less.
Bring it
So we do have the reduction of noble cause to bring out a triplet of Ned Stark
He's going nowhere.
using all of his economy.
Alright, that's it for me, Marshall.
Looks like Ned may stick around for a little while.
Really?
Unless he gets marched to the wall, of course.
Got business. He's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Your challenges, sir.
Yes.
So we're on to challenges. Let's see what John has up his sleeve this turn. We do have Ned Stark with his standing ability on the other side, so But if you stealth him, he doesn't get to kneel, so he won't get to stand. So.
Military stealth.
And we have Asha going in for military, stealthing Ned.
Of 4.
And it looks like the fiery followers may be declared as defenders, but yep. Defend with 2.
Not unopposed. Is opposed? Any reactions?
Nope.
Claim.
Claim the Dragonstone Faithful will be claimed.
So faithful.
Intrigue.
Intrigue 2 with the Moneylender.
Do you have Tears of Elise in that deck? I hope not.
I wouldn't know.
I really hope not.
Go ahead.
Let's ask Kevin. He'll tell you.
I'm gonna go first.
Like he's playing.
Actions. Actions
Yeah,
prior to me
unopposed.
challenging.
So we have an unopposed on the Intrigue.
Okay.
John will draw a card off Great Kraken.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Looks like a We Do Not Sow flipped on the board there to get rid of the painted table.
Attachment or location controlled by loser.
Are they considered attachments? Can I just discard these?
Yep, painted table hits the discard pile. Great joy having that.
Oh yeah, claim.
Claim of the Intrigue Challenge.
Claim.
And we get the Red Keep.
Yeah, I drew.
Rich's card draw engine hits the discard pile. Not looking good. Not looking good with these pulls and discards and whatnot.
My painted table.
Do I stealth?
You
Balon?
stealth power me.
And then I get 2 power.
You get 2
And
power.
then you steal 1.
Confinement.
But I can
No,
still,
there's-
I can
you
still.
hold them at the
You guys
three.
could get military and kill somebody too.
2 damage.
It gets what? That's all I get. It's just they keep standing, right?
So let's see what challenge John decides to do here. He's debating on doing a power challenge stealthing with Balon.
Unless you stealth everything. By him every time. And then he's always standing. He's like, wait, I can't stand up anymore. What's going on?
Yeah, I honestly would probably do it with the gold cloaks, just to bait Ned to kneel. And even if he blocks it, no big deal. Ned's down. You don't have to worry about any challenges coming at you.
I will.
And if he doesn't, oh well. Same thing as stealthing him, but at least it gives that option. I like putting decisions on my opponents. Looks like we passed here, and we have Edward Stark debating on a challenge.
They can almost look at dominance, but you won't get. I'll block with whatever else, right?
Military challenge with Ned Stark.
Block.
Fully blocked with Balon plus the gold cloaks to defend for 8.
Dominant 2 stands up.
Looks like a dominance win by Rich. And it looks like we're going on to round 3.
Thought I'd.
No economy. No economy. Accuse him.
Oh shit.
I will choose to go first.
Okay, you choose. Order this.
My reveal will go off first. I'll kneel Balon.
So it looks like Rich played Filthy Accusations against Calm of Westeros by John. Rich chose to go first. And Calm of Westeros is military claim reduction. And Filthy knelt Balon. So good call there.
There's a couple I gotta make to this deck I found. Because I can't afford my cards.
Yeah, not having 6. It might be the 6-7 cost thing.
So Rich is just complaining about economy there.
2 games. I've only hit 1 Rose Road.
But I'm not sure what he has in his hand, but when I see a bomb like Eder dropped early in the game instead of a red keep,
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's the best decision, especially when the game doesn't really end that fast. I mean, you guys can argue with me down in the comments there and correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think sometimes early in the game, if you get your draw engine in your hand, do what you can to get that on the board and put some smaller characters out if you have them. I mean, you have 3 Neds in hand. Yeah, you could lose 1 in an Intrigue, but you're still going to have 2, you know? So, I don't know. I'd rather get the card draw going, especially if he's complaining about economy. He could have tried to draw into it. That's just my thoughts.
Use
Okay,
3.
You are in the right.
Looks like John's just running into economy there. I see King's Road in his hand. He's been getting his sea towers out, no problem. He's got the moneylender. Yes, that was too limited play on the first turn though, but still, he's been seeing his economy.
For wildfire assault, fire assault.
So he costs 1.
1 per Theon, that seems good.
Rich is mentioning wildfire, thinking that it's maybe an option here. I don't know if he even plays it though. But yeah, it's the board's getting pretty big on John's side there. Lots of characters. He's into his second row of characters now. Playing what's her name, Alanis Greyjoy, who when you're the first player, I believe your opponent's reserve is reduced by 1. Which Rich is having trouble getting cards out of hand. So he does have kind of a big hand, but he is losing intrigue challenges every round to a Greyjoy deck. But I guess they do have Lannister mixed in there to help fill in those intrigue icons.
Don't slash the pot.
Baratheon isn't really heavy on the intrigue, and mixed in with Stark, who's also kind of weak on the intrigue. Actually, pretty weak on the intrigue. Stark is. Yeah, it's not really complementing each other in that icon department. So I think we have a power challenge here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Unopposed.
Power challenge from...
Bonus.
Claim.
From you.
Yeah, I guess he chose to do power because of the no claim for military.
When a character is killed, I can
I'm
save
not killing things.
How do you claim?
Power.
Oh, you did power. I thought it said
Yeah.
military.
You reduce
Oh,
my
sorry, John thought it was a military challenge. So we tried to drop a Risen from the Sea to save Balon, but that was not needed for 2 reasons. It was not a military challenge, and there was no claim on his plot due to Calm Over Westeros for military challenges.
That one I've got 7. You have this.
And it looks like an intrigue challenge with the Fire Followers, fully blocked here by Alanis plus the Moneylender. So John does not want to see any of those cards in his hand go away.
I'll do military.
And now we have a military from John with Theon stealthing Ned. Ned's going to stay in, though, for his reaction.
Unopposed.
And it looks like it will be unopposed.
Reactions.
And then draw. So how does the order go? Do I do this first?
Yeah. So first thing is reactions to winning or losing.
So close.
So we're just correcting the order here. Reactions from Great Kraken first, which John loves digging for the cards. He hasn't switched into what most Greyjoy players will do. They'll switch into grabbing power once they got good control on the board and feel they're ahead. But John likes the card draw, obviously. And he's choosing just to take power for unopposed.
Power. Stealth for him.
Power challenge, stealthing with Asha.
Opposed. So I will draw
The card.
Unopposed, so reactions. Draw another card from Great Kraken.
unopposed bonus.
Should be standing Asha, but he forgot to do so.
She also stands.
And she also stands.
That's a
Yeah,
reaction.
which Rich is letting him do. And they grab the unopposed and the claim. So it's now a 3 to 5 power here.
I've got 7.
Oh shit, he stands. I have
I've got 9 standing.
7. Oh
name.
shit. Yep, you won that one.
So it looks like Rich takes dominance. To the fiery followers and Ned standing.
Power and did he? Oh, he won that power challenge.
Yeah, you should have got that.
You get the renown.
And we just realized they forgot Renown on Ned, which, remember guys, this is just a casual game. You know, John is learning, and Rich, you know, he plays lots of games, but they're both kind of trying to make sure they don't miss anything, so they are letting each other go back on making sure they're trying to grab their reactions and their keywords and whatnot. So they're playing a little loose, as they say.
Your choice.
So heads on spikes dropped by John against Calm Over Westeros by Rich.
No, I want to go first.
You're on first. Okay. Rune revealed. Who's this first?
You do your thing first.
I'll say military.
So military is chosen for Calm Over Westeros. And let's see who we can pull out of Rich's hand.
Bad there, John.
Which is, if he's complaining about not being able to afford what's in his hand, it's probably going to be someone big. And Littlefinger is dead.
Okay.
John needs to grab 2 power. But it doesn't look like he did so.
Save him. Alright, me first.
You are first.
5 going.
Sometimes I wish I was commentating live so I could radio down to, you know, down to the floor here and have the you know, someone on the floor tell them to correct what they're doing. But so it was after the fact. So we'll just try to point out the mistakes here, so you guys watching at home don't make the same ones when you're playing. And even these two guys, when they're watching this later, can learn from their mistakes if they haven't already.
So he's a lord. For 2.
And we have Tyrion hit the table.
Stealth, man.
A dupe on Balon.
Intrigue stealth. You got the power stealth, you got the military stealth, and then you got intrigue stealth. It's gross.
And John's gushing over his amount of stealth he has on the board. So I'm going to go and say that Rich does not have Wildfire in his deck.
What do I got? What do I got?
Is Joffrey in this deck?
Unless he's just holding off
No, Joffrey's loyal.
to the last possible moment, considering he is still technically in the lead, and
If anybody
John isn't really in any kind of condition to win yet.
I would throw it on Balon.
Still
Yeah.
on Balon?
Yeah, throw on whoever.
Oh, because then it's still lower. Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
gross.
That's why I had that's why I was playing Tyrell, because I had Marjorie.
I don't know who that is, but
Yep.
Marjorie is you tap her to give +3. +3 strength. And then he's 8, and then anything under 8.
yeah, nothing's gonna happen. Unless it's Bob, nothing's gonna happen.
We don't talk about Bob here.
Let's see what Rich can play here to try to make a comeback in board position. Like I said, technically he's winning in power.
Ice on the editor.
Do you want to cut?
Oh yeah. Ooh, ice.
So we have Ice played on Eddard, but Balon has a dupe, and we know John, I believe, still has a Risen from the Sea in hand. And it looks like he discarded a King's Road there
Yeah.
to keep it under his hand limit last round, which is pretty crazy. I don't know about getting rid of that, but I mean, he's not had an economy problem, that's for sure.
So it started.
Oh no, he got rid of the King's Road to play. Never mind, he got rid of the King's Road to play Tyrion, I believe. That's why he still has so much gold left.
Yep. Unopposed.
Unopposed, so I will draw a card.
Really?
So unopposed, another card draw from the Great Kraken. Rich is questioning that. Not sure why he's not taking power.
So unopposed.
Yep. So just
Yep. Point.
calamity.
Here we go. Intrigue, claim. Robert Baratheon.
Glad you didn't put his head on this bike.
Yeah, it's not going that great here for Rich. Just not really seeing any economy.
One of you guys.
I've been in those games. It's pretty rough when you see all your late game cards. Now it could be a deck building issue, but sometimes I just notice in these 60 card decks, you only have so many economy options. Sometimes they just get clumped on you. And or like, you know, your little fingers, you can't afford to get them in play even to get that going to help you get economy and some draw going. But he did see his red keep. Like I said, if he had that red keep out, who knows how much deeper into his deck he'd be right now. But then again, with this stealth across the board from him, constantly increasing each round, who knows? Who knows if he would have ever been able to draw off the red keep.
Before
On offense, or it doesn't matter. You can push either.
you can only do it. You can't do it after you declare the challenge.
Yeah.
It has to be before the challenge or after a challenge. Or if you're on defense, you can do it after they declare a challenge. The defender has an action window to ambush in cards.
So you could be like,
We're just talking about action windows here. Rich is just trying to clarify for John when the action windows are to drop guys in for ambush. So we're trying to say, you know, you can drop one in before you declare attackers or before you declare defenders. I guess you could even drop them in, basically in any action window, but you can't just drop them in and add them to the challenge. I get that question a lot from new players. You basically can drop them in and then put them into the challenge with the rest of your attackers, but you can't do them after your opponent declares defenders. You can't drop in somebody and add them as an attacker or defender. You have to do it before that step, if I'm being clear on that. If it makes sense. So he's still drawing from the Great Kraken. I'm shocked with that. So
Yes, you can.
let's see here.
Done?
Oh, I can do. I just did power. Yeah.
You just did power. You've done all three.
Oh, did I just take one of yours off?
Yeah, so it's all three challenges there
You did not take
by John. So now we're passing over to Rich.
No, I don't
What am I
appreciate it.
doing?
No.
That's why I was holding.
Yeah, yeah.
I took one from you and then I went
Yeah.
unopposed.
And it's only,
Yeah, it was
it only
7
triggers
to
off
4
of the
before.
Correct. Okay, go.
one that I did.
Okay.
No. If I lose something,
Yeah.
So looks like John has taken the lead here with 7 power. against Rich's 6 power.
During challenges of the same type.
He's staring at quite the wall across from him there.
I'm losing dominance, so military of 7.
So it is slightly.
Military of 7 with Ned.
Okay, I'm gonna ambush in.
Widow's Wail.
So we have a Widow's Wail ambushed in on Balon.
Block
10.
10.
And we have a block of 10 military.
Do I get renown?
No, thank you, Jeff.
Does he have renown?
Yeah.
Then
It sounds like
he
a whole
gets
lot of
renown.
dying.
Renown.
Yeah, we have a renown on Balon for that.
He's famous.
He is famous.
Did you know that?
Balon's pretty famous.
Alright.
He ran a rebellion
Oh, I know.
and killed him for it.
Dominance?
Or stopped him. Yeah. I stand. You win dominance. Gets 6 power.
So dominance now shifts finally over to John.
Power?
All my Lannister folks down here.
And John sorts his cards out with the Greyjoys in the front, Lannisters in the back for support. Now, if there's no wildfire played here, 110% it is not in Rich's plot deck. Which may be a lesson to you kids out there. Wildfire can keep you in the game until you get your stuff going. I mean, it's not the Valar Morghulis from first edition, but it can slow your opponent down and kind of keep the game a little more in check
Ready?
when your opponent gets crazy on the economy before you do. So sneak attack by John here, who's going to decide first player, but a Winds of Winter, played by Rich.
For you.
Military? Or do
For
I
you.
Oh, you don't have to choose that yet. Draw 2?
Oh, I have to choose that yet?
No.
Oh, I just
No
choose that when I
reaction.
do my thing. Okay, cool.
Military.
So draw
Great, you
phase.
can only do one.
Sneak attack.
Alright.
You're marshalling.
It looks like John chose to go first.
You don't need to.
Takes his 6 gold. And it looks like he is in closing range here. He does have the Balon +2 strength. So he could do a 2-claim power challenge. Definitely, with what Rich has on the board, stealth it out for unopposed. Use a Great Crack and finally take some power.
Some people are more important than other people.
Looks like he's got a little finger here. Salt in the wound.
Nothing else?
To help him draw more cards.
It's optional. You don't have to.
Yeah, well.
You get that dom.
Finally have a power on here.
Another dupe on Balon.
And then I'll reduce the cost, put it down for free.
And we have Aaron Dampere
All right.
duped
I think my board is good.
for free due to Sea Tower reduction.
Go ahead.
So let's math this out here.
Oh shit.
Oh, we have another power icon.
That worked out.
And the Milk of the Poppy that was just placed on Eddard is now removed. So he will stand, but he still is not immune to stealth, that's for sure. So can John close out here? He's mathing it out. So unopposed, Great Kraken, claim a 2, that's 4 power, plus Renown on Balon, fake Renown on Theon. I believe it's up to 6 power. He is sitting at 6, 7, 8, 9. So he should be able to reach it here.
I got 6
Yeah, I think I was right.
That's exactly what you
Play
need.
him over Westeros.
So they are mathing it out.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Looks like Rich is agreeing to it. And they're going to shake. So John's just blown away by how much power you can jump in a turn there. 6 power from one challenge just blew his mind. Rich is telling him that it is a possibility with Greyjoy. So thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. I'm back with some videos here. We're going to do some casual matches to start. And we'll, so sorry about the mistakes and whatnot. But we just got to get some content going again. And I appreciate your views. Thanks for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. And remember, December 12th, 12 noon Eastern Time. Be there for the live stream. 12-hour live stream. We're going till midnight. We're going to have some friends stop by. See you guys there.